Click the bell icon to get latest videos from Ekeeda.
Hello friends, this is a very interesting topic, finally reached to the managerial skills. Henry Ford is a very famous management theorist. He is also known or called as the father of modern management. Identified three basic managerial skills. Number one, technical skills. Number two, human skills. And number three, conceptual skills. Let's move on to the technical skills. When we say the technical skills, knowledge and skills used to perform a specific task is what we talk about. Every company would have technical trainers or process trainers or product trainers. Anything to do with technicalities in that company or an organization is the technical skills. As a manager, if a manager is put in place of a process, he needs to be excellent at his technical skills when it comes to management of the process. Process management or process trainer, he has to be an amazing entrepreneur who can help people understand the technicalities of the working. I would give you some example. Accountants, engineers, surgeons, all of them have a specified task and all of them are specialized into certain patterns and formats. If we ask an accountant to do the work of an engineer, he would not be able to. Or if we ask an engineer to do a work of a surgeon, he would not be able to. So these are certain specific technicalities which these individuals have within. As a manager put on any role has to understand how it goes. So for an example, if suppose I am talking about eye hospital, in an eye hospital we deal with a lot of optometrists and we also have the eye opticians and people working there. A manager who is from that background or who understands the technicality of the eye or how to go ahead with eye procedures would be an amazing manager in that place. At that point of the day, then that manager himself is technically sound of what the entire organization is going through. Managers, especially at the lower and the middle level, need technical skills for effective task performance. So as a manager, if he is a technically sound person and he has amazing technical skills, he'll be able to take the organization at the next level. Technical skills are very important and most essential for the first line managers who spend much of their time in training subordinates and also supervising the work related problems. So these are people who are treated as managers and trainers. They have to be technically amazingly sound. So these are first set of the managerial skills that every manager should have if they are a technically proven people or if they work on technicalities is technical skills. The next set of skills that a manager should have is human skills. Now, of course, with the name, it's very obvious what we are talking about. It's people management. So human skills are the managers with human skills are the people who deal with people, for the people at the management level. So that's called people management. Ability to work with, understand and motivate other people as individual or as groups. People who are amazing at human skills will be amazing at their interpersonal skills as well. Even they prove to be good negotiators. According to Mitzper, who's a management theorist, he proves that the top and the middle managers spend a lot of time, say around 59% of their time in meeting, 6% of their time on the phone and 3% to fly over with different tools for events. Now, these are the people who actually are responsible of taking in charge of the people management in the organization. Ability to work with others, get cooperation, get into coordination from people in different groups and societies. For example, knowing what to do and being well able to communicate with ideas and beliefs to others and understanding their thoughts and trying to interpret and convey it as a manager to different groups are someone who are amazing at their human skills. This is a very important managerial skill that every manager should have. He has to be a best with human skills. Finally, we are working with humans. We do not work with machines or we neither work with animals. So we need to be excellent at our human skills. The next skill of manager or managerial skill is conceptual skills. Now, conceptual skills are basically the ability to visualize the entrepreneurship as a whole. So the enterprise or the organization, the ability to understand and visualize it as a whole, to envision all the functions which are involved in giving a situation or a circumstances, to understand how of its parts depend on one another. So the entire organization is one. All the parts or departments interpersonally are interconnected to each other and anticipate on how a change in any of the part will finally affect the whole of the world. So the entire enterprise would get affected even if one particular part is changed or adds anything to it. So a person who has the vision of looking at the entire organization as a whole, understanding that any given point of time, if there is any change, would affect the entire organization, so is very alert on doing decisions or making decisions or leaving certain decisions to others. A manager should have excellent conceptual skills. These skills will help the organization to grow at a different level at a pattern where there is sustainability for a very longer period of time. Creativity, broad knowledge and ability to convey abstract ideas. For example, the managing director of a XYZ company visualizes of importance of better service to its clients, at the same time ultimately helps attract a vast number of clients, and then it's an unexpected increase in the profits and margins of the company. So a lone person is also responsible for creating that idea, for knowing it or laying it down to the clients, for catching hold of the clients and attracting them in, and also responsible for the profitability. Now this is only a vision of that manager, and with his vision the entire teams work along. So this is exactly what we mean by conceptual skills. It's like taking the entire league as one with whatever considered changes for betterment. Along with these three skills, there are also other skills that a manager should have, namely diagnostic skills and analytical skills. These differ from organization to organization and different prioritizations of various organizations. Let's go to the diagnostic skills. What does they mean? Diagnostic skill is nothing but to diagnose a problem in the organization by studying its symptoms. So a manager should be very smart and quick to understand that there is a problem which is diagnosed in the organization even before the problem is completely in. So a manager who is very good and excellent at understanding the symptoms of danger coming into the organization can take actions before actually it enters into it. For example, a particular division may be suffering from high turnover. With the simple help of diagnostic skills, the manager may find out what is the exact division's supervisor's poor at. Is he poor at his human skills, or is he poor at the technical skills in dealing with the employees, or whatever it is. This problem might then be resolved by just transferring or transmitting or training the supervisor. So many a times we fail to understand what the exact problem is. Managers who lack this understanding are not successful managers. Now, managers who understand that where exactly are things going wrong. So suppose if the supervisor is not able to communicate well, definitely the entire team goofs up. We keep spending and finding and investing resources to understand what went wrong with the team, where the team was just doing the job that the supervisor had asked them to. So this time it was not the problem of the team, it was the problem with the supervisor. So the supervisor lacked in the diagnostic skills. Now these are certain life skills which cannot be trained or taught. This is inbuilt. So along with other three skills, manager also should have a diagnostic skills as well. Let's go to the next skill, which is analytical skills. Let's see what this analytical skill helps the organization to grow ahead. Analytical skills are the ability to identify the vital or the very basic elements in the given situation. At the same time also evaluate their interdependencies. At the same time decide which one should receive the most attention. These skills enables the managers to determine possible strategies and possible resources to be selected, and most appropriately one of that situation. So whichever decisions or whichever resources needed at that particular situation, a know-how or an understanding of how to place it, as these things are interdependent on the entire organization, the understanding of this bit is known as the analytical skills. For example, while adding a new product to the category or the list of the product line, a manager may analyze the advantages and the disadvantages, the risk factors while doing so, also understand how do we recommend it to the board of directors, at the same time then make a final decision. So a person who can look at one decision from all the sides and all the corners analytically is a person with amazing analytical skills. Diagnostic skills enables managers to understand a situation, whereas analytical skills helps determine what to do in a given situation. So one is observation and one is finally decision making. So both the things if clubbed in, and diagnostic skills and the analytical skills both clubbed in would make the manager amazingly strong with the first three skills also in place. So friends, this is how a manager should understand what these skills are. The roles and responsibilities are way different from the skills that a manager needs to have. I hope this video is helpful to all the managers who are at that particular level and who are at a decision-making level. And I hope all the organizations also work very well along with the management understanding. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please stay tuned to our channel and keep subscribing to Ekeeda.